Hello students. In last lecture we studied so many things. We started from AM receiver and characteristic of radio receivers. In AM receiver what we saw is uh, how heterodyne receiver works, super heterodyne receiver. What are the characteristic of radio receivers, which includes sensitivity, selectivity, fidelity and image frequency rejection. Then after we understood how heterodyne works and what is super heterodyne receiver. This super heterodyne receiver is asked every time in exam. It has total 5 blocks, or you can say 5 stages, and after that we get original message signal which was amplitude modulated. Now, after that, we understood AM detection, how it can be done, what is the diagram of AM detection, construction, and all. And we saw the how diode rectifier stage works and how low pass filter stage works. Then after we have reached here, which is FM demodulator. Now AM demodulator we understood. After that we will learn FM demodulator. Here you can see in our syllabus that in unit 3 uh, this characteristic of radio receiver envelope detector we did. Now basics of FM demodulators, in which slope detection, balanced slope detection, phase discriminator and balanced radio detector topics are covered. Then we will see block diagram of basic FM receiver, and what is double conversion principle in this topic. So switching back to our PPT, we will start today FM demodulator. Now what is this FM demodulator? FM demodulation is also called FM detection. FM stands for frequency modulation, and sometimes the phrase FM discrimination is used. Although this term tends to be used with all older circuits and technology, FM demodulation is a key process in the reception of frequency modulated signal. Once the signal has been received, it is filtered and amplified, and it is necessary to recover the original modulation from the carrier. So it is this process is called demodulation or detection. Now FM demodulator circuits are found in many receivers that uses broadcast receivers, two-way radios like walkie-talkies, handheld radios that use frequency modulation, and any receiver where frequency modulation is used. Now what is FM demodulation basis? In any radio that is designed to receive frequency modulated signals, there is some form of FM demodulator or detector. What is this basic block diagram? We can understand. When FM frequency modulated signal is received at receiver side, it is fed to a differentiator which is in equation written like d by dt, d divided by dt. So this frequency modulated signal is fed to differentiator. After that the output of the differentiator will be like amplitude modulated signal. It will become like amplitude modulated signal, and then again it is fed to envelope detector. Now what is this envelope detector? We will see in this following lecture. It is fed to envelope detector, and output of the envelope detector will be the original information signal, or you can say modulating signal, which was frequency modulated before sending by sender. So this is the basic block diagram of frequency modulated signal is when demodulated. This is the basic block diagram. So here the envelope detector circuit is used. In this circuit takes in frequency modulated RF signal, and it will convert into it is fed to frequency demodulator, and then demodulated audio signal we get. One of the chief requirement of the frequency FM demodulators are it should have response that is linear and as possible over the required bandwidth. The linear response means that when we draw the output graph, we should get a linear slope or a proper linear diagram of the slope. In other words, a shift of a given frequency produces the same output change wherever it may be found on the curve. We will see what is this linearity. There is a diagram in this slide following to some other slides where I would give you the idea what is linearity actually. If the response is not linear, then the distortion will be introduced. Now, in order to be able to demodulate FM signal, it is necessary for the radio receiver to convert this frequency variations into voltage variations. It is a frequency to voltage converter. When the carrier frequency deviates to the lower end of the frequency range over which it deviates, a lower voltage may be produced. Then as it deviates higher in the frequency, a higher voltage is produced. Now what are the types of frequency modulator? Are slope detection, balanced slope detection, phase discriminator, balanced radio detector. Now actually what is slope detector? This is the first type of FM detection technique. It is very basic form of circuit. It relies on selectivity of the receiver itself to provide the demodulation. Linearity, the drawbacks of slope detector are as following. Linearity of response is not good here in slope detector. So very next stage, balanced slope detector has been introduced. After slope detection has some drawbacks, some improvements are done in balanced slope detectors. Since slope detector is sensitive to amplitude variations, and here distortions are arises. Let us see first how frequency modulated signal shows. See, the first signal is our original information signal. The second red colored signal is amplitude modulated signal. The shape of amplitude modulated signal is shown in red colored signal, and the blue colored signal is frequency modulated signal. You can see here where the original information signal has high amplitude. The shape of amplitude modulated signal is maximum, and the frequency modulation is also maximum. It means the frequency is high. When the frequency is high, the time between two signals is decreases, so you can see the signal very nearby. And when the amplitude of the original signal gets to very low point in a negative side of the signal, the shape of amplitude modulated signal is also very small. And you can see here this frequency modulated signal, the signals are very far to each other. It means there is very much gap in between the first signal and the second signal. It means the frequency is very low. So you can say that when the amplitude of the original signal is very high, the frequency of the frequency modulated signal is very high, and when the amplitude of the original signal is very low, the frequency of the frequency modulated signal is also very low. So in frequency modulated signal, the frequency is varied according to the amplitude of the original signal. So how can we detect this frequency modulated signal? So for that we have to see here that let us go to the next slide. This is the circuit here shown where the frequency modulated signal is given as an input to a differentiator. Uh, as I explained you the basics of block diagram of frequency demodulation. First of all, when the frequency modulated signal is received, it is first given to the differentiator. So the differentiator circuit is shown here, which is in this dotted line. This dotted line is a differentiator circuit. Here capacitor is also included in this dot, should be included in this dotted line. I have made a mistake in making the diagram. Actually this capacitor and inductor and this capacitor and transformer combinedly makes a differentiator. So first of all, when FM signal is received, it is fed to a differentiator. After that there is this circuit, diode, capacitor and resistor. This circuit makes diode detector circuit. So you can see here the input signal is a frequency modulated signal. It is applied to a tuned transformer T1, C1 and C2. This is T1, C1 and C2, which is offset from the center carrier frequency. This converts the incoming signal from FM to amplitude modulated signal. Now this signal is applied to a simple diode detector. This is a simple diode detector. This signal is applied to a simple diode detector circuit D1. Here the diode provides the rectification, while this capacitor C3 removes any unwanted high frequency components, and R1 provides a load. This is a output curve of frequency a modulated signal when comes out of the differentiator. When it comes out of the differentiator, you can see that there are two slopes, a rising slope and a falling slope. The red colored circle shows that there is a linearity in the slope. The word linearity, I was talking previously that what is linearity in slope detection. So this is linearity in slope detection, where lower frequency component is included, upper frequency component is also included, and one carrier frequency is also included. After this linearity is only this linearity is useful, and which is given to this diode detection circuit. So see here, it is a resonance zone has been started. So all the data before this resonance zone, which is called linearity, is only used to detect the frequency modulated signal. Now what are the advantages and disadvantages of this slope detection technique? Advantages are this slope detection technique is very simple. It can be used to provide FM demodulation when only an AM detector is present. It enables FM to be detected without additional circuit. But what are the disadvantages? These are the disadvantages. It is not linear, as the output is dependent upon the curve of the filter. It is not particularly effective as it requires the signal to be centered on the falling response of a filter. This means that the signal cannot be received at its maximum signal strength. And both frequency and amplitude variations are demodulated, and this means that such high level of noise and interference are experienced. So from the list of FM slope detector advantages and disadvantages, it can quickly be seen that this form of FM demodulation has many drawbacks. As a result, any radio receiver equipped for frequency modulation reception will include much better FM detector or demodulator circuit that will provide much higher level of performance. So as a solution of this linearity problem, we have developed another and advanced detection method which is called balanced slope detection. So in single slope detection, the tuning range was limited. So to increase the tuning range, we have provided another technique which is balanced slope detection, in which staggered tuning is used, and this balanced slope detection technique we will see in next lectures. Till then, stay tuned and happy learning.